this is how good and old it is. Like, do you see like the browning of the paper? That just shows you that these are beautifully, they've been loved. Ta-da! This, but not for 30 bucks. I don't, so I'm just gonna put that down. Why? Like, why is that a thing? I really hate dolls. Those two. I actually really appreciate having like the physical copy. There's definitely a sound difference. There's like a grittiness to a record. There's like a scratchiness, almost like a smokiness, like, but still very clear and beautiful sound to it that you can't get on your phone. All right, so one of my favorite pictures is this, and this is at my baptism when I was a year old. So it's really cool. My parents were born and raised in Nigeria. My siblings and I were born and raised in California. We went to Mass, like that was not a question. I don't even remember questioning whether or not we were going to Mass. It was just, that's what we did. That's what we were going to do. My mom signed us up for every religious education class that there was. Oh my gosh. I actually do have my freshman year picture. Oh my gosh, I know. Still have the braids, still rocking the braids. I grew up in a community that really reinforced the knowledge of Christ's love. Like, I knew that God loved me. And it was in the summertime, I got to go with a bunch of people from my parish and meet with like 200 other Catholics, young Catholics. And it was amazing. Like, everything was good. And that was my mentality. It was like, oh, this is what it's like to give your life to Jesus. This is what it's like to be fully in your faith and on fire. Like, I love this. Because God loved me, he was going to make life easy for me. A month after that retreat, it was late at night and the phone rang. And I immediately was just like, that's strange. It's like pretty late for the phone ring. And my mom picked it up and, you know, she was kind of quiet and whispering, and she came out of her room and she was like, hey, question, do you know a girl named Nicole? And I was like, yeah, I just saw her last week at church, and she went on retreat with us, and she was just kind of nodding and she was quiet. And she said, hey, there was a car accident, and Nicole and 4 other high schoolers, they all passed away in this accident. God, I just gave you my life. I just told you that I loved you. I'm starting this new relationship with you, and there's something called trust, and you just broke my trust. Like, I blamed God for everything. To add on top of that, just there were a lot of deaths that occurred in that time. So being a Christian does not mean having the absence of difficult moments. Being a Christian does not mean having an absence of suffering. Being a Christian means seeking Christ in your suffering. So what is the thing that holds you back from following Jesus more fully? Is it rejection? Are you afraid of people just leaving you, running away from you, being scared of like, oh, you're the holy roller now. You're holier than I. Are you nervous about the fact that maybe you don't have all of the knowledge that you want? Maybe you don't know the faith as well as you would like. So what is it that's keeping you from knowing God more fully?